Today's lesson is on graphing linear equations. After today, you'll be able to understand that solutions to a system of two linear equations in two variables correspond to points of intersection of their graphs. First, we're going to look at our key idea. A linear equation is an equation whose graph is a line. The points on the line are solutions of the equation. You can use a graph to show the solutions of linear equations. The graph below is for the equation y equals x plus 1. Now we're going to look at how to graph a linear equation. We're going to graph y equals negative 2x plus 1. Our first step is to make a table of values. So on our table, we're going to have the values negative 1, 0, and 2 for x. So we're going to plug these values in to find y. So let's first start with negative 1. In our equation, we have y equals negative 2x. So instead of the x, we're going to put the negative 1. So we'll have negative 2 times negative 1. And then we do plus 1. Negative 2 times negative 1 is 2. And then plus 1 is 3. So our first ordered pair is negative 1, 3. We write the x and then the y. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to say that x is 0. So we have y equals negative 2 times 0 plus 1. Negative 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. So our ordered pair is 0, 1. And now we'll do the same thing for 2. Y equals negative 2 times 2 plus 1. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4, and negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3. So our last ordered pair is 2, negative 3. Now what we would do is we go and plot the ordered pairs. So negative 1, 3. We're going to start at 0, 0. We would go either left or right. We need to go left to go to negative 1. And then we have to go up or down. We have positive 3, so we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, and that's where your dot would be. Our next one is 0, 1. So we go back to 0, 0. We go left or right 0, so we just stay where we're at. And then we go up 1. That would be 0, 1. Now we go back to 0, 0 again to plot 2, negative 3. We're going to have to go left or right 2. Positive 2 is to the right, so we go over 1, 2, and then we go to negative 3, so we either go up or down. Negative would be going down, so we go down 1, 2, 3. We plot our point, and then the last step is to draw a line through those points. Now we have an additional example. You can either pause the video and try it on your own, or you may follow along. We're going to graph the linear equation y equals 3x. We have a table that we're going to fill out, and then we're going to use the graph to graph the equation. For our table, we have that we're going to use negative 1, 0, and 1. When we plug negative 1 in, we have y equals 3 times negative 1, which is negative 3. So my first ordered pair would be negative 1, negative 3. My second ordered pair, we're going to use 0 to find the y value. So we're going to plug in 0 for x. So we have y equals 3 times 0. And 3 times 0 is 0. So our ordered pair is 0, 0. And for our last one, we're going to use that x equals 1. So we're going to have y equals 3 times 1, which is 3. So my ordered pair is 1, 3. When you're graphing equations, you can pick any number for x. The numbers that I picked for this problem were negative 1, 0, and 1. But we could have picked anything. We could have picked negative 5. We could have picked positive 10. We can pick any numbers that we want to. Now we're going to use the numbers that we have for ordered pairs to make our graph. So the first one is negative 1, negative 3. So we're going to start at 0, 0. We go left to go negative 1, and we go down to go to negative 3. And we'll make our dot. Then we're going to do 0, 0, which is the origin right in the middle. We just go ahead and stay there. We make our dot. And now we have 1, 3. We're going to go from 0, 0, we're going to go right 1. And then for 3, we have to go up. 1, 2, 3. So now we've plotted all 3 of our ordered pairs. So our last step in is to draw our line. Now we have our line that goes through those 3 ordered pairs. So y equals 3x would have this graph. Now we're looking at another key idea. We're looking at graphing a horizontal line. The graph of y equals a is a horizontal line passing through 0, a. Now we're looking at the example for graphing horizontal line. We're going to graph y equals -3. The graph of y equals -3 is a horizontal line passing through 0, -3. So we're going to plot 0, -3, and then we're going to draw the horizontal line through the point. So if we're at 0, 0, we would plot 0, -3. So since the first number is 0, we don't go left or right, but then we would go down 3. 1, 2, 3. This would be the point we're plotting, and then we'll draw a horizontal line that would go through that. So this would be our line that we would be drawing. This is the graph for y equals -3. Now we have an additional example. You can pause the video and try it on your own. And this is additional example number 2. You can pause the video or you can go ahead and follow along. We're going to graph the linear equation y equals -1.5. This would be going through 0 and then -1.5. So on our graph, we need to find 0, -1.5. So we're going to stay at 0 and then we go down to -1.5. Once we plot our point, we then make a horizontal line that goes through that point. So this would be the graph for y equals -1.5. Don't forget to fill out your notes, and remember you can watch the video again if needed.